So if we were looking at a legal trend, let's say during the last year in 2023, that's likely to continue into next year, I think it is the prevalence of trademark infringement cases around free riding or taking unfair advantage of reputation. We've seen that in the context of the US Supreme Court. There was a decision against a dog toy manufacturer that was shaped like a Jack Daniels bottle. And equally in Europe, we've seen some significant developments in that area. It has facilitated actions against lookalike products you'll see in supermarkets, which historically had to rely on passing off, which is difficult to prove. But here, we have a situation where if you register the mark, you can take an action. So, for example, Lidl had a case against Tesco where their little logo, which we're all familiar with, the yellow circle with the blue square, was being used by Tesco in the context of its club card promotions, and Lidl was successful there. But we've also seen it, and there's a case in the UK that we're all waiting to see its result next year in respect of Aldi and Thatcher Cider Company, where the get-up of a can of cider has been registered a trademark and is being pursued for trademark infringement there. That decision is eagerly awaited by those brand owners to see how the courts will decide that type of case and to what extent trademarks can be relied on to stop the issue of copycat packaging. So we should see that going into 2024. I think the one area where clients in 2024 should be mindful of is probably Ireland ratifying the Unified Patents Court, or the UPC. We need to have a referendum to do that. The court has been set up amongst a significant number of EU states, which facilitates a sort of a central way of challenging patents, but also taking infringement actions in respect of a unified patent in a local division. Should Ireland pass that referendum, which is expected to take place in May next year, then we should see, hopefully, government's intention to implement a local division of that court. So that's probably going to be one of the more significant developments for clients in 2024 in seeing how they can enforce patent rights. I think the one tip you'd give clients to sort of help their business is to do their due diligence early on brand clearance in particular. We've often seen clients who set up a great brand and a company, and once they expand abroad, they see themselves in difficulty with confusingly similar names. So early research and searching around names in other English-speaking jurisdictions, such as America, Canada, Australia, could often prevent a lot of hassle in the future around expanding into those markets. If I was to change one thing about our practice area for the benefit of clients, I think it would be the removal of the Irish Intellectual Property Office citing prior marks in respect of new trademark applications. It doesn't happen at the European Union office, and because the Irish office does it, it does prevent us filing marks in that particular office more often than we would like, particularly where clients are simply trading in Ireland and don't necessarily need to get an EU-wide right, which of itself can bring about difficulties for clients with oppositions from brand owners in foreign jurisdictions in which they're not necessarily interested in from the client side.